This is going to be a bit troublesome. We might have to have some right here, some words with this. A lot of 3-betting going on here. We're going to have to punish that a little bit. As I said, we've got 18 to go here. Oh, sorry, no. 29 minutes until our next scheduled tournament. Let's see if we can get into something else while we're waiting. Is there... not really paying attention over here. Battle Max. Sunday Carnival 3:30. This is 110. Just not a lot of tournaments going on right now. 29 minutes, that's the same one that we're trying to get in. Cent Roll, we don't want those ones. 39 minutes. So I guess we're going to play in these two. The next one starts in 30 minutes and then 39 minutes. What's this one? 7 max is in this one. This is a 7 max turbo. Maybe this is not a good tournament. Well, the thing is, you see the same people over and over and over again, so that's quasi good, I guess. So, I mean, this is just it's a confirmation bias, of course, seeking information that supports your position, but just observation. This past weekend, was it this past weekend? It might have been this past weekend. We gotta raise this one. This is a playable hand. Excuse me. So you can see that he's lost a shit ton of chips now, right? So we're actually going to fold now because of this. It seems we made a poor fold because we have the best hand now. So this leads me to the conclusion that he doesn't have... yeah, let's say he doesn't have that. What the hell? They didn't have a diamond. Why wouldn't he lead with that? With a jack of diamonds, or with a 10 of diamonds? Ace, king, queen. I guess 3 overs. Yeah, that's reasonable. So the observation is this past weekend I stayed up late. Friday night, I think it was. I ended up playing until 3 o'clock in the morning my time. So I was playing World of Warcraft and went out and ran raid until like midnight, and then I played poker from midnight until 3 a.m. So the overnight crew is European, and they play very differently than most people in North America. There's some aggressive in there, but it's 200 bigs, and these guys are just all in, all in, all in. Right? I'm not sure. See, what the hell is this guy thinking? But this leads me to the conclusion that he's one of these overnight guys.
Traffic on Spotify brought to you by CPP Investments near the Stampede grounds.
That made absolutely no sense on the river to do that. Just gonna win through sheer aggression. What? So, anyway, what do we have over here?
64th Avenue in the Northeast remains closed. CPP Investments helps ensure the CPP fund remains secure for millions of Canadians. In fact, CPP Investments is ranked the top global pension fund. To learn more, visit cppinvestments.com.
For an impossible to forget
I've
event,
got 25 minutes and 35 minutes on my 2 tournaments, so that's always good.
Manitou Springs Resort and Mineral Spa.
Trudging along.
3 sizes of meeting rooms to accommodate your group, as well as catering for...
Hi Harry, welcome in, youngster. How you doing?
Accommodations include Lakeview
It is a poker day today,
and suites
at least for a little bit.
legends.
So I'm
Manitou
going to try and
Springs
switch
Resort
over,
Mineral Spa.
stream more
Enjoy
poker
the
during the
luxury.
day,
Call today
and
for
play
details
some
on meeting
WoW
spaces,
at
or visit
night.
manitou-springs.ca.
Yeah. Yeah, Mrs. Frostmage and I, we had a bit of a heart-to-heart the other day, and a little bit more focus and discussion and why and how and all those sort of things that go with those sort of questions. And so this is more of a job, right? So we got to do focus up a little bit. I did. Let's see. I love this guy. This is awesome. You just got to wait this guy out, right? You don't need to take crazy moves against a guy. Just wait till you have the goods, and then he'll just bet it all for you. It's gonna be awesome. Right? See, that's what I'm saying. What do we have here? So who's got the most gamble? I guess I'm not really sure what this is. So when he does it here, now we'll call it off. If he gets us, he gets us. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Just letting him know that that's not going to fly, him doing that. We also can play that gamble game. Yeah, so I did a thing the other day. It's Monday or so. So July 4th is a big day for our American cousins. Not that that's relevant to the story, but I was playing poker and I played for 33 cents. You can see that this tournament here is $1.10. I spent $1.10 to enter this tournament. I entered a 33-cent tournament and I won a ticket, a $2.20 ticket. So I took that $2.20 ticket and played into a tournament like this. It said 220 up here, but it was a 2-dayer. So I played the second day. So I had to win 2 tournaments basically, right? Played the day 1 of the tournament and made it into day 2. So it took like the top 15 people or something like that. And you kept all your chips. So I had just short of 1 million chips. And when I looked, so 2 weeks later, because I forgot about it, 2 weeks later, this tournament shows up. You're entered in day 2. You're already in the money. I'm 104th. 524 people or something like that. If I went out the very first hand, I would have made $4. So 33 cents and it made $4.40. So 10 times my money, more than 10 times my money. That's pretty good. It was pretty good. So I just kept playing for that whole day. Didn't get very many hands. I tanked almost the entire heroic raid today on your DH. That is awesome, Harry. That is awesome. I have not done anything of the sort. I am just gold making it up, as it were. Let's go get some more of these. And then I won. I chopped it, as it turns out. I chopped first and second place for $869 off for 33 cents. Ooh. Well, for the record, this guy has a lot of gamble in him anyway, right? So we don't feel too bad for the man. That's awesome. Couple hours. You did this with Guildies, I'm taking it. I think one of the last conversations we had, Harry, was you weren't too comfortable with the last 2 bosses. I think that's how that went. Oops. Let's see what we have over here. Got lots of that. 3 cheese. Oops, what's this? So this is what I do when I'm playing poker. I do have World of Warcraft up in the background, but it's I've got lots in the mail. It's just sitting in the background, right? I'm not actually playing it. I'm just making gold. That's all I'm doing in the background. I have a potion. So do I take a risk and bop this guy out with this hand? Not so much. Right? Not so much. Do I have? I've got lots in there. Okay. Yeah, so now I just right now I've got my gold making doing its thing in the background. I'm making some feasts and whatever else, and I'm just kind of hanging out. Come back to poker here and focus on this a little bit. 18 minutes for the next tournament, 28 after that, so we're gonna have 2. Oh. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Gotta go find my table again. Big sneeze going on right at that moment. There we go. There's a huge delay in chat, just noticed on screen. Yes, when I play poker, I put it on a delay. So my cards, you can see my cards in live, or like in not real time. I show my cards. I don't hide my cards. Some poker streamers will put a cover over the cards so you can't see them. Yeah, so it's a 5-minute delay, and then I switch over to World of Warcraft. Then it's real time. So about 5 minutes. So we have a top with some runner backdoor possibilities here. 2 of spades would be very nice. We're not folding here.
With the BMO Eclipse Visa Infinite card, you can get 5 times the points on more of the things you love.
This is the problem with having these shitty hands from out of position.
More impromptu late night pizza deliveries, more Sunday brunches, and more green juices. Or maybe less of that.
Get more out of life with the BMO Eclipse Visa Infinite card. Click or tap to apply now and get up to 60,000 points. Terms and conditions apply. Visit
He checks we're ahead.
details.
We should be ahead anyway.
Toggled between playlists manically.
Oh,
Electro
let's see,
pop,
pretty close.
alt rock, to Americana cow punk.
Yeah, and this guy had Jack 9.
Maybe there's more
So,
to
I'm
discover
not sure what
than
he-
just what's on my Discover Weekly.
Jack
Unleash
9
your main
offsuit.
character
Guess that's
energy
why,
with Kobo Plus. Trade playlists
losing.
for plotlines with
What do we got over here? We got,
fantasy, sci-fi,
oops.
murder mystery and romance.
16,
ebooks and
22
audiobooks.
people.
Start your free trial of
So
Kobo
we are going to
Plus
play
today.
these 2 tournaments. Let's figure it out. Oh, we have 6,000 here. No, Harry, I am here. Just 5-minute delay is all. That's it. That's all it is. Excuse me. That's very astute of this guy to do the same thing, right? We just don't lead it anywhere. Not with your entire guild. Most of it we pugged. You pugged a 20-man, really? 9 out of 10. That's still pretty good. But again, it's always easier when you do doing raids or keys with guildies, right? But 9 out of 20 is still pretty good, and you pugged almost all of it. So how far did you get on that? Last up to the last 2? As I had commented, you weren't real comfortable with that before, those 2 guys. Oh, I don't want to get this one. But yeah, I tanked Echo as well, but we couldn't get him killed. Yeah. Had so many pulls though. So now comfortable taking, but only Surge I haven't done yet. Yeah, okay, so that's just exactly what I just commented about just a moment ago. That's good. I'm glad that you got several pulls on that last boss. And like everything else, right? It's just repetition and trying to get everyone together on the same page. When you're CE group, I mean, you're almost. I would be highly suspect if you're pugging into cutting edge guilds, right? It's by application, and they pick and choose, and then there's a trial period and all the other shit that goes with that. Yeah, and you've probably you would have started running with those, like the cutting edge group, those people. You've been running with them for some time now, is what I'm saying. But that's fantastic. Good for you. I haven't got that far yet. This is I was gonna say, this is interesting. It's about where I thought he would be. Ooh. Especially when I have a jack. All right, let's run it out. I'll be right back. That's over here. There we go. This thing should still be coming along here, right? Let's just put this down here. Do we have any eggs? Oh, we do have eggs in there. What's this one? Just looking at stuff in the background here. I don't like that play, but I mean, that's results oriented to say that you shouldn't do it. It's a 1-outer on it. He is ahead for sure. That's a big ass bet. We'll take one more shot here. And if he calls, we'll just shut it down, because he'll do this with over pairs. Yeah, see, here's the check raise. Big bet. Yeah. Too funny, too funny. That's like a set of 4s, set of quad 4s, set of deuces. Right. Either way, I'm still ahead with, or I'm still behind. I can't call it off, so. Too funny. Let's come back over here. What do I have? Sizzling. Need some of this Iseldorf and 1000. Gotcha, yeah. But I don't have that. I don't have that 5-minute delay when I play WoW, right? Just as you know, just when I play poker. So again, some streamers they cover up their cards and it's fine, but then you have to start talking the whole time and as I do anyway, Chatty Cathy. But what are you gaining here, right? And then they never show these cards, which is unfortunate because you want to partake in their journey, which is kind of the whole point of it. So when you cover this up, and that's fine, it happens. It's just rough when you do that. So I put a 5-minute delay on it, and I don't care if these guys see my hand from 5 minutes ago. Right? They'll get some sort of understanding of the play, but very few people are doing that to begin with. So, we're gonna take a 5-minute break. I got to get to some more water. We've got a little bit left. I don't think I'm gonna have more coffee, but I may. I'll be back in 4 minutes. 4 minutes. So right back. All right, back at it. Now your DH is 431 at almost 2K. Holy shizy. Nice job. Sitting at 1.9. Oh yeah, you're gonna have that before the end of the weekend. We got a second table that just came up. What is this one? It's this one.
As our protagonist toggled between playlists manically.
So you can see we've got two tables up. Oh, and it's got moved.
Alt rock to Americana cow punk. They thought to themselves, maybe there's more to discover than just
This one.
what's on my
Just got moved. So we got a Gutty here.
Main character energy with Kobo Plus. Trade playlists for plot.
So Gutty being a 10, right?
Fantasy, sci-fi, murder mystery, and romance ebooks and audiobooks. Start your free trial of Kobo Plus today.
Should lead here.
Going back and forth.
Queen should probably be good enough.
With Spotify Premium, you can download and take
Should
your
lead
music
again.
offline for whichever path you choose.
Right.
Just
It's pretty-
download and pull up your playlist
pretty
to keep the tunes flowing from
transparent.
one adventure to the next. Upgrade
All
to
right.
Premium and
And
your way.
so let's
Tap the
give
banner
a
to learn more.
history here. This is it's a $1.10 tournament. 8 max, so 8 people maximum. $300 guaranteed. We are currently 83rd position out of 91. That doesn't matter. There's lots and lots of time left. We just started the 4th level, and this goes until the end of the 8th level. So there's lots and lots of time here. We can do the math on it. So now we flop an open ender with an 2 overcards. Now we're just going to do the same thing that we did to the other guy, like that we just did to him. So yeah, there's lots of time left in this one. Right now, first place will pay about $68, so not bad for a $1 tournament. We'll come over to this one here. This one's just about to start. Starts in another minute. This is a 55-cent tournament. 7 max. PKO means a progressive knockout with $150 payout. So first and second place right now pays like $37 each. But this 12 here will grow and grow and grow. So if first prize is, let's say, $15, because that's what it should be at the end, you'll probably get like $25, $20 in knockout. So first prize will be about $35, and second prize will be about $20, somewhere in that range. But this tournament was actually free. Like it didn't cost us to buy into this. We spent 11 cents, bought into a satellite, and won this ticket. So we were actually into this tournament for 11 cents. And that's it. And then we just rinse and repeat over and over and over again. That's all we do. You're ripping it. I'm just, because you have a Pally as well, you said, right? You're just ripping it up with your tunes here. Last night was the first night I've played in probably 10 days. And I only have one more day. Tomorrow my subscription expires at 8 o'clock. So I've got to make a bunch of gold here. I have 275 gold in this right here. What do we have? Do we have any sales? We got 1 gold in sales, but you can see all this stuff is coming off here in just a minute. Not that that matters, but 275. And more importantly, in here we've got 70,000 in gold, right? So we've got 330,000. But there's the token. Yay! Right. Add 30 days of game time to your account, or 22 Canadian to your Blizzard balance. So that's how much that's worth. So I already bought a token like 5 days ago or 4 days ago, whatever it is. I have enough money in my account. Right, there's a token right there. Right, 280,000 to buy the token. So that's how much gold you have to make in a month. There's just no ands, ifs, ors, or buts about it, as it were. Gotta keep making the bank. It's important not to panic here, right? I saw a guy that had 0.4. He had lost all of his chips. He had 0.4, and he went all in every hand for like 10 hands in a row, some shit like that. And when I went out of the tournament, he had come back and he was a chip leader. So 0.4 that's not good, by the way. Maybe it was 0.2. That's not good. But he mad ripped it up. So you gotta be respectful of your chips all the time. Oops, gotta switch this over. So there's currently, I'm 83rd out of 99. 119 people have bought into this tournament so far. So 20 have given up their money. The prize pool has collected $119. It'd be awesome if they shut down registration right there and just kept playing for the overlay. That'd be great, but that's not going to happen. There should be 300 people plus rebuys in this. And you can get 2 rebuys in it. This is just fold, fold, fold. A lot of history with this guy. Also on my DH, I got fucking a beacon trinket on heroic from the weekly. Nice. The 4 mythic dungeon weekly. I finished that one. I still have the heroic one. But I'm having a problem. Rihanna commented to me yesterday. Oh, this could be problematic. No ace, no king here. No ace, no king here. Yeah. Rihanna was saying that it's probably an add-on that I have because I can't see how many dungeons I have to do. Right? I have done the 4 weeklies, and the only way I can see that on my main tune is when I open up the map and I see the little question mark to show that the quest is complete. That's it. Put some pressure on that. Ooh. Ouch. Yay. Oh, I did it over here as well. Got all this guy's chips. Yikes. What's this one? Well, I gotta get some more of this. Do I have any of this? No, I don't have any of this. What is it called? HCHOCH. There's none of this? What? What the deuce? Oh, this thing is just all messed up. Well, that's okay. It's not much gold. We'll just buy it all. For about 3,800, 3,700 of it. No, 4,800 for 4,800 of this Hawk and Bloom 3-star for 3,800 bucks. What do we got over here? So we're going to be raising this one as well. This is not a very good hand, by the way. Okay, this is not very good. But we are going to pound it a little bit. That jump we had against this guy, we're now in 13th out of 106. Right, so that's certainly, getting all that guy's chips certainly helped. Just waiting for Sergio here. As I said, we're going to raise this probably 3.3 or so. Still in the first level of this tournament. Lots of time, lots of time. Our 7 max turbo is, starts in 2 minutes. So we're going to have a third table up in just a minute or two. Let's see, we just got 2 going. Just waiting for this guy's time bank right here. This is a big hand here.
Looking for a way to relax after a long day.
I'm going to give mad respect to this guy.
When you're ready to stop working so hard, you know it's time to play. It's easy to find your next favorite game at Bodog.net. Play free casino games, check out our beginner's guides, and get poker tips. Visit Bodog.net today. #MakeAPlay.
I'm Colin Gingell from Mercedes-Benz Country Hills. The reward for leadership. The flagship Mercedes-Benz
Ace Jack suited of clubs.
This month you receive 20,000
Yeah, that would be
off all
reasonable,
stock
right?
S-Class 580s.
Which is why I didn't bet it there either. It's good call. We're just back between the two. Another minute or so. This is actually not a very good tournament. I don't know if I want to play that tournament. Yeah, I'm actually not going to play that tournament now. See a lot of value in doing that right at the moment. Oh, I gotta get some more of these beetles. We got lots in the bank. Lots in the bank. We're good with that. Well, let's see if there's another tournament we can jump into. But another one scheduled for 1 hour and 15 minutes. We're gonna need more than just 2 tournaments at this point. It's because there's not very good tournaments going on right at the moment. Battle 6 max. That's not a good tournament. There's all these shitty cent roll tournaments. Not playing those anymore. What's over here? Sunday feeder, 15 minutes, starts another 8 max deep stack, like that. Probably that one. Starts in 15 minutes. Let's open that one up. Stack. Yeah, I think that's the one we're going to do. What's over here? 131 people. This has got 66 in it. This is what our day looks like. We're going to do this for a couple hours today. Just depends on how we play for the day. I already feeling a nap. Tried to go to bed fairly early last night, but I'm getting a lot of exercise. Training for a 5K. Jimmy is my coach. He's out of town this week, so I'm training on my own. Just slacking, but you know, it is what it is. I'd like to see this guy. Oops, come back over here. I'd like to see this guy getting some chips. As I say that, the blinds go up and he downs his stack. Because that means he's going to give us some. We're currently 11th out of 109 people. We're just started the 6th level, so we're just short of halfway in this tournament. We're like 48% of the way through the rebuy period. We're learning how to play this game still, so we're seeing how our any poker friends that are out there, Brad Brilla, for example, Grey Wolf 631, Beep 65, Rastaville. You guys certainly are poker pros, poker gurus, poker following peoples. As I've said on a bunch of different streams that I follow and watch, Meta John, for example. I'm still new. I'm still learning how to play this game. So if you can weigh in, that'd be awesome. Let's see what we have up here. CG Poker is on. He's on a. Let's see what he's got going on here.
Canadian.
He does.
Translating solver outputs. Here, let me show you guys. Translating solver outputs.
He does.
Into human language to simplify the learning curve.
He's on He's like on 100,000 challenge. So he plays.
Oftentimes, when humans try and make sense of what
he does, streamer keys. Let me back up here.
I worked with a guy once.
He does.
But he had dreads down to his ankles.
Like No Limit Hold'em keys. Sorry, No Limit Hold'em poker. So this is a raise here, right? We raise a little bit larger just because this guy called along. We expect these guys to call here. You don't want to let these guys have a free, cheap shot with these sort of hands. So you do want to be raising these ones. And if they push back, you have to be good enough to have like a raise full button, right? We want to go heads up. What hand could this guy have to do this here? Aces, kings, queens. We've seen this a couple times. In fact, Who Cares has a clip for us. I did ask him to clip it, because I said this is what's happening, and sure enough, that's exactly what happened. What do we have? We have Rasage over here. That's interesting. It's better that we hit this thing now. That's good for us. Didn't want to see that one, but I mean, you can't call off this anyway, right? So we should be good here. Checking his flush would be a travesty. He does call it though. Let's see what this guy has, shall we? He shows up with Jack 10, so he flops top pair and just check call, check call. So it just got worse and worse for the guy. He didn't have enough wherewithal to drop his cards. So our target was in the right spot. But if he's hanging around with that flush draw on there and he hits it on the river, call it there, right? But Harry says you're 432 now. You just got a belt piece made at 437. Nice. And you crafted all by yourself? Wow. I can't do any crafting with my tunes. I'm just absolute trash with it. Your DK is a leather worker, maxed out in all the leather gear to make it rank 5. Then your Pally is a blacksmith who can make shadowed belt claps, so got the crafted on R3 as well, rank 3. So pretty good. Didn't have to tip anyone or ask anyone to craft it. Made the perfect craft. Yes. So part of what you're talking about there is your alt army. I highly recommend them, which is why, even though I play mage, a couple different mages, I do it for exactly the same reason you're talking about. Right? If you can, on alchemy, what do I have here? This two. Oops, this one is an alchemist and a jewel crafting, and on my other mage, it's enchanting and inscription, and then on my tank, it's herbalism and mining. So between all those 3 tunes, I have 6 of the crafts of the professions done, and I just do exactly that. I just take all the stuff that I get, send it to the other tune, and make the stuff, right? Yeah. Let's come back over here for a second. This could be problematic, right? This is the problematic piece. Call it off. Yeah, that's a good chop it up. I'm like, it doesn't make. I don't think so. That doesn't make too much sense there. It'd be better if you had 2 pair. You only had one pair to jam that. That's pretty weak. Okay, let's come back over here. But yes, I try not to have other people make this stuff for me. Right? It's just so much better to do it yourself. And it feels good, right? Because you have, in order to get to your maxed out leather worker and you're getting close to your blacksmith, you had to do all that stuff yourself. You can't see it because I have, but on my WoW that's playing in the background, I've got Tama's Dragonflight Helper in the back, right? And it's just picking up the quest now. But it has all that stuff in the background, right? A worthy ally, a world boss, researchers under fire, fighting as its own reward. But below that is all the different alchemy and jewel stuff that I have to get done this week for the points. I think I have to buy this actually. Deliver Fisher Friend. I need 2 Fisher Friends. I'll just buy this right now because I'm here.
Recently, on the pitch from Gimlet, we opened up the phone lines.
This frickin' thing, there's nothing on here. Of course there is.
I'm not gonna lie, some ideas are easier to understand than others.
CBD drink. This is what this is.
What do you think that's called? Consumable or something?
And you do it all mobile? Are these like cryo tanks you're talking about?
No, not
That's
consumable.
crazy. It's like a Geiger counter for
Trade
the
good,
sun.
maybe?
Cool. Tap now.
Fishing, herbing, channeling, parts.
You know what gets you moving, so why not get to the good stuff right away? With premium, you
I
can
don't
listen
see
to
it on
music
that one. How
ad-free,
about this one?
Get unlimited skips and download playlists to listen offline. Enjoy unrestricted listening and upgrade to premium. Tap the banner to learn more.
Not a trade good then. Gem, enchants, glyph, trade goods recipe, profession equipment. How about that? Fishing. There we go. Let's try this one. Fishing pole. No. How about accessories? Nothing. Got Bubkiss. Well, we'll keep looking for that later on here. Yeah, I love doing the gold myself, right? Especially because, as I said, it's I only have 1 day left. You kind of have to be selective with where you're spending your goods. What's this? 6 gold. That's worth. We can put that up there. We have a gut shot, so we have a 9, but we only have 3 pure outs. What we don't want is the 9 of diamonds. This is just a check fold anyway, right? It's really hard to flop like all of the same cards. So if you either of these guys have 2 diamonds in the heart, it's really, really tough to do that. It's more likely that they have like a king of diamonds or something like that. But we can't take any heat on this either, so we'll just get out of the way. What is this one? Let's see how much it costs to make this salad. It's selling it for 3. So it costs 150, and we make 150 for each one. That's pretty good, actually. Lava beetles, we have lots in here. Oh, my gut just acted up. Let's put 13 of these bad boys. It's not much. Let's just see what happens here. And then just looking at the food. Deviously deviled eggs sold for 6. Oops. That's pretty good. Sell a whack ton of these things. What do we have over here? Okay. This is what happens, right? I just get distracted and I get lots of different things going on. I do have Army of Alts, yes. I'm not shocked or surprised. I have 13 max tunes and 16 overall. That is a lot of tunes. I used to have that many, but then I just got distracted. I just cannot play that many. It's way, way, way too many. What is this? Stardew Valley? Starting farms with the weirdos. Oh, I like that.
Take out the ham. Smack it right on the top.
I hit a gutty over here.
Then pull out the G-string.
I have a 5, so 5 would be good. Clean. 5 is really the only one we want, but again, we're still at that 3 pure outs. I should probably lead at this one, but we'll give a check raise to this guy.
Just get some on your desk.
Welcome in. Welcome in. So now we hit our straight, but now this is what I was saying, right? It's now there's 4 diamonds. I lose to any diamond here. So it turns out he doesn't have a diamond either. So that worked out well in our favor, I guess. This guy had ace queen, right? So we got super, super lucky. And we just play it the way it is because we can't go anywhere with it. All right, what is this over here? Let's come back. We got 158 people in this tournament. In this one, the Daily Max PKO, we have 99. Deep Stack, we have 25. Let's open up a third table, shall we? All right, so we got 3 tables going on. This is really important to pay attention to this. I played a bunch of this guy and I looked him up yesterday. He has played 17,600 tournaments and he's down $60,000. That's awesome. So I'm actually going to come back and change that note because and because he's in there, we're actually going to take a much more passive line at this point. Yeah, see, there it is, 23 into that. He has to hit some sort of piece of this. We just have overcards. And if I check it and miss, he's going to jam, right? I could take the risk, but I'm not going to. I'm actually going to wait for a better hand now that I see that he's in here, right? I'll wait till I get a better hand and then let him do the exact same thing. Because he will. Right? He can't help himself. Only move is to raise or fold. So this is him raising or folding is like an overnight move. A month later, so I'm also going to show up with any ace. Still early, so that's okay. We will just make an adjustment. Shark Scope has him down $62,000. You have to go to sleep now? Absolutely, Harry. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for sticking around. Go get some sleep, and I will absolutely see you. I'm sure I'll see you later on tonight. It's raid night tonight, right? So I'll be raiding about 8 hours or 9 hours from now. No, 7 or 8 hours from now I'll be raiding. So have a great night. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's shout out. There it is. He doesn't stream very often, but go check that guy out.
Visa Infinite card, you can get 5 times the points on more of the things you love.
That means more oat milk lattes. More impromptu late night pizza deliveries.
What we got over here? We got 17 happening.
And more green juices.
Oops.
Or
there we go.
Maybe less of that.
Get more out of life.
Got nothing going on here.
Visa Infinite card. Click or tap to apply now and get up to 60,000 points.
Just watching our tournaments go all the way around. Nothing here.
Hi, I'm Loey,
nothing.
the evidence expert.
Nothing. We're still waiting for this, right? We need a good hand to go against
we're the
this.
gruesome twosome, taking you on a journey through the internet's most
Excuse me.
chilling, unsolved
So we're going to give up a
mysteries
little
the
bit
new
of
podcast,
equity
Internet Urban Legends.
We're diving headfirst
to
into the
trap this guy
unknown as
in,
we
right?
investigate the internet's biggest mysteries and search
We'll
for
just
the
limp.
truth.
So we're going to start throwing out one bet here, and when there's a raise, we're just going to throw one bet.
Exclusively on Spotify.
Throw one bet. He's going
Internet
to
Urban
raise.
Legends is a Spotify original from Parcast.
So we want to start priming this guy right now for the play. Mwah. Unfortunately, it happened too quickly with this one. Right, so this should be the same thing that happened before. Oh, and we have kings on this one, and we have kings on this one. I guess, right? So now we can't go anywhere because there's 4 people in here. This is no good. We're actually just going to fold this out. This would have been much better. I have some history with this guy. It's super, super tough for people to fold these sort of hands, but you have to fold this. With 4 people in there, you're never any good. So we're repping that we're on the flush draw. If he actually has a flush draw, then we're stuck, but he doesn't, so that's okay. We are looking at down at this table here. So again, he just went in for 103 bigs into that. It's just unfortunate that that's a run out. That this happens sometimes, right? It seems like it's 33% of the time, but I'm sure that Caro says that when you have pocket kings and an ace shows up, it's Dr. Dad Poker. Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing, young sir? Go check out Dr. Dad Poker. He is a doctor. He has a PhD in microbiology. Good luck on the virtual fault. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was just commenting that I'm still trying to learn how to play this game. So there's a lot of really, really smart people, way smarter than I am. Feel free to weigh in. Constructive criticism is always appreciated. And as you know, right, there's a lot of haters out there. Being a dick, not cool. Don't do that. But constructive criticism, I'm always open to that. Yes, we've been following a little bit along with Dr. Dad Poker here and Beam Doctor. They just came back from the WSOP. Do you follow Beam Doctor's Instagram? And so these 2 guys were sitting right beside each other. He says, "Look who showed up by a table." Click, click. Takes a picture of the guy because he's right beside him. It's awesome. Of the thousands and thousands of people that are playing in any given tournament at the WSOP, the odds of you 2 sitting beside each other is really, really slim, right? But it's awesome that you guys did. Yeah. I'm not good enough to wear crazy hats just yet. I'm working on it, but I don't have any crazy hats to wear. That's a Beam Doctor thing. We do have oops, let's come back over here. We do have pocket 9s over here. We're not folding this, right? So I did check raise on the flop. We got a bounty. Holy smokes. Is that how that works? That's awesome. Well, let's mark that down, I guess. Yay for us. Give me 1 second here. I got 3 tables on the go here. This one here is level 8 of 12. Still got some time to go on it. I'm currently 27th at a 131. Yeah, so there's still a ways to go on this one. This one, I am 20th of 98. Still got some room to go on this one. We're level 5, so we're just about halfway to about 43%, 47% or so through the tournament. And then this last one, this one just started. We're like in the 2nd level. It goes until the end, level 12. We're going to look to trap this guy because this guy's only move is jam, jam, jam. We love it. It's awesome. Let's run an ad. We're right back. Right back. Oh, can't because recently ran a cool. Okay, well, I guess we're not running a commercial then. It's always important to hydrate as well, so I'm doing lots of that. got full water. Put some Mio in there. Just flavored the water up a little bit. A couple ice cubes. And as you know, when you're streaming, you're doing lots and lots of chatting here. So I do have 2 monitors going on, of course. My gaming is right on this side. I've got my 3 tables across the top with the lobbies below it. And then over on this side, I actually have my streaming software and things like that. As it turns out, I'm also playing World of Warcraft in the background, but not playing so much as it's passive in the background. I mostly stream World of Warcraft, but the last 2 weeks I've kind of switched over and have started streaming a ton more poker, which I upload on my YouTube account, which is down below. I've got 2 socials. I have a YouTube account and I have a Instagram. My Instagram is filled with all food because I like food. Food is delicious. It's all just things that I've made actually for various times. Right? We had a Christmas dinner with a neighbor lady last Christmas, and my job was just to make mashed potatoes. So all I took was a picture of the mashed potatoes. The whole meal was fantastic, by the way. I just took a picture of that. Let's come over to this because this is important. We limped in here again. We're looking to trap this guy. Unfortunately, that didn't quite happen here. So we will raise here as well to try to push out a little bit of this ace, to punish the ace a little bit more, but that's probably not going to happen. So we'll see what we can do here. This is such a... So I told Beam Doctor this before he went on his trip. This is such a 2005 move, 2010 move to do. Right? Aces, kings, queens under the gun. To do this is so old school. But it still works because people are not paying attention to this, right? So we're trying to avoid the set here is what we're looking to miss. He's thinking about the flush draw, but it's more likely it's 7s or 3s for this guy. No, potentially here, but yeah, just take it down. But we really want to do that against this guy because this guy is, if he hits any sort of piece of that, he's going to jam. So we're just trying to get the overcards, right? This is not a very good hand to this push against this player. Hold this King Jack suited.
The Family Day game presented by the United Way. Together, we ride. Visit stampeders.com/tickets.
And now we're ISOing. Yeah, we're just looking to ISO here. This is only like a 3 bet or something. Just avoiding that. And we get another bounty here. We're doing well with the bounties today. Queen 6 is not a very good hand, by the way. Oops, did I have that up there? Yeah, I did have a Queen 6 up there. That's not a very good hand. But I did take it down, so that's good. We like that. Winning pots is always important. As Jonathan Little says, right, in order to win tournaments, you have to steal pots that you have no business of winning. Right, that you have no right to own, to take. So we're doing well on that. We are 23rd out of 105. Lots and lots of time left. 30 seconds away from the halfway point of the tournament, of the rebuy period. Sorry, rebuy. So lots of games still. What do we got over here? Not too much going on over there. Let's get out of the way sometimes. We do have, we do have a king queen suited. Again, we are in position. We'll raise up just a little bit. He's got a raise and a call here. So we don't expect aces, kings, queens out of this. We do expect an ace out of here, though. He could have an ace, but we expect an ace out of here. We're just going to check this back as well. This is a check fold at this point. We need some sort of like a 10 or a jack of the suit. We don't think he has an ace here, but for one big, we'll call it off. He should lead for one bet, and we'll get out of the way. Really? Someone has a shitty ace, and they don't want to bet it. Yeah, there it is. See, it's pretty readable, right? And then this guy had King 7, so he did have a pair there, but that range is just totally in that other guy's wheelhouse. Why would you bet there? This is what it is, right? Just keep going. What do we got over here? We don't have too much. Let's come back to our 3 tables. This one's still like another 15, 16, 20. We got another 20 minutes or so in this before the rebuy period's up. We just entered this 6. We got another 30, 40 minutes or so, another hour. This one here was 7 minutes by. Oh yeah, with lots of time. This is more than an hour. And we have one more tournament that we're actually playing in as well. It's the Sunday Party Feeder, starts in 45 minutes. We're going to try and run this up one, like our other Grand Prix tournament. I think I bought into that one for like a 55-cent ticket. And I won a 330 ticket. And I turned that 330 into this one right now. So we're trying to get a 1660 ticket. We were playing for 120,000 on Sunday, so that's good. No, maybe that's the wrong one. We've got 2 tickets to play for $109 this coming week. One's tomorrow and one's on Saturday, so we'll see how that goes. Right? So it's just big bets here, and that's just gets in there. Because he just does it, he can't help himself, right? He just can't help himself. So there should be a lot of jamming and coming along here. Well, quads is oh my god. Oh my god. This guy just flopped quads. This guy turns a straight flush. Yeah, he hit a gut shot straight flush. He had 6-3 clubs. This guy's pocket 7s hits a gut shot 4. Oh, that's disgusting. And our friend over here just lost all of his chips to this guy. Ooh. He jammed with 3-4, and he called with ace jack. Jack on the flop, 4 on the turn. So it gives him some outs, but that's too bad. We missed all of that. This is one of those set. Oops. This is one of those set money hands. That helps that we hit it. Now it just looks like we have exactly the draw, so I think we're going to need one more hand here, right? Yeah, we got a 10-outer here. But we'll take it. It just looks like, because we limp called. And then when it comes, then we hit it. We could be Lion Sakapu. And he could think that, but he doesn't have any of that either. Well, shoot. We really wanted that guy. Let's go see if he's still in here. What was his name? M-A-G-E, some other. Meg. So we are just coming along here. Now we're going to do the same thing that we just did. We are going to lead at this. We have a pair, and it looks like we hit the hand exactly that we're on. Unfortunately, that's a bad card. We didn't like that one. Now if he leads, we have to fold. Yeah, see? I'm pretty sure, like, that's this cincher. He thinks we're this guy, right? We're not that. Yeah, we get outdrawn. It happens. No big deal. But you got to be able to have the wherewithal to release those hands. Right? He could have a flush draw and played it aggressively all the way through. A flush draw, pounds the flush draw, hits the flush draw, and then when it goes run around at the end, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind he's got a piece of that for sure. It's certainly bigger than any hand. Let's come over this one. What's this? This guy's got lots of gamble to him. I love it. I do believe that he had called me. Oops. I had pocket aces and he had called me with Jack 9 offsuit, so he had a 5-outer on the flop and hits it on the turn.
With the BMO Eclipse Visa Infinite card,
And we like that, right? I mean, it stings, but you absolutely have to be encouraging and legit encouraging for people to make those kind of plays, right? It sucks when it happens to you, when they outdraw you with your aces, your kings, but you want them to do the same thing over and over and over again. So you have to be legitimate and genuine in your praise.
As our protagonist toggled between playlists manically,
Right, this is how we get all the chips. This is how good players get all the chips. By being genuine in that, not that sarcastic. We all know the sarcastic one. Nice hand. How do you play that? My Instagram feed showed up last night where maybe it's even on YouTube. This was a Instagram that I saw this. Nathan Black, he's a professional poker player as well, but he just said the same thing, and he's just highlighting exactly what I just said. When they hit those hands, don't be sarcastic with your criticism. Fish don't like that. Now they have your chips, and the worst thing when you rip into them like that is they get up and they leave. Now you can't get their chips back. So it's actually to your detriment to do that. Right? I liken it to like road rage. It's not the guy that cuts him off that's set it off. It's just the straw. Right? That guy, when the guy road rages, his life is in disarray way before you cut him off and he freaks out. When he gets cut off and freaks out, that's just the straw that broke the camel's back. That's it. So this is the same sort of thing. When you're at the poker table, don't be the guy that criticizes and freaks out because a guy hits a 5-outer on you, because you want him to do that over and over and over again. All right, we are coming over here with our ace king. Same, we don't really like this position a whole lot, but we are not going to not raise it up. Put some pressure on. Sometimes I limp this, sometimes I raise it. Now we have to hit here. All diamonds would be great, but no diamonds. We're still going to put some pressure on this. So it's about half pot we put on here. Oh, we're going into the break. Oh, it's break time. All right, so now we really, really have to hit here. We're just trying to put some money in here. We hit bottom pair, but we're just trying to put some, there's only 3 lines in here, so we just bet pot to put pressure on. I've got some history with this guy as well. So we do hit this one. We don't think he has 2s, 3s, or 7s for raising that in that position. But if he did, we'd have to call it off. We're targeting like an ace queen at this point, because ace queen would also call here. All right, we'll take it down. We got 4 minutes. I'm going to take a quick 3-minute break, 4-minute break. See if I can get a quick sandwich in or something, but we'll be back in just a couple minutes. See you in 4 minutes. Right back. Back at it. Had to give a treat to my dog and have a little playtime with her. You know, it is what it is. And have a drink of water. All right, so we're in like the 10th level, 222 people in this one. I'm 40th out of 145. This one here, I'm 31 out of 104. we got another 2.5 levels to go, so 15 minutes, 17 minutes. This one is 16 minutes. This one's 16 minutes, and this one is we're on level 4, so we got lots and lots of time in this one still. If needed, in 30 minutes from now, we have another tournament that we're playing in. It's the Sunday Party Feeder 20 for 16.50 ticket. Playing to that. Our goal is to. So when I started playing poker earlier on this year, was to go from $20. It's a Chris Ferguson challenge. Chris Ferguson was a professional poker player. A tribute to a poker site, and he drained his account and showed that he had $0 in it, and it went from $0 to $10,000. He streamed and showed his quest to do that. It turns out it took him about, I got dog hair on my nose. It took him about 9 months to do that challenge. Now he's a professional, obviously, and his skills level's a little bit higher, but he wanted to prove that it wasn't just a fluke. So he drained out his account and started again. This time it took him 6 months to go from $0 to $10,000. And so when he completed that one, when he completed that challenge, he wanted to go from 100,000 to, or sorry, from 10,000 to 100,000, and then Full Tilt runs into their issues and they're now defunct and all the rest of that stuff. So that's not the issue. Like, that's not the takeaway. Takeaway is the Chris Ferguson challenge. That's what I'm calling it. So I tried to do the same thing from 0 to, and I'm not that good. So I played for on poker, Party Poker here. They don't have a lot of free tournaments. It was like once a day or twice a day, but it was hours apart, like 12 hours, and I just couldn't wait that long. So I said, screw that. I deposited $20 and went from 20 to 120 challenge. It took me about 2 or 3 months, and I lost all my $20. So then I started again. This is a good hand for us, by the way. So we're going to target any queen of clubs or jack of clubs because they'll be coming along. Right, so that's good. If another club rolls off, we want to see the queen or the jack. We don't want to see a 5, like a 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. Is that? Oh, it's a commercial in the background. My bad. Sorry about that. So then I went from that was like in August or something until like the first week of November, middle week in November, and I lost my $20. So then I did not play until January. I didn't put more money on there, and I took 6 weeks off. I didn't play until January 4th. January 4th, I deposited another $20 into my account to go from 20 to 120, and it took me 29 sessions to do that. 29 sessions to go from 20 to 120. Now this is in Canadian dollars, and I switched it over. Once I made the 120, I switched it over to American dollars versus Canadian dollars. And now I'm currently on an $89 challenge to $1,000 challenge. So the Monday, I end up chopping. I don't think my heads up game is good, but the other guy had the chop button available for a lengthy period of time. And so obviously he doesn't feel confident with it, but my bankroll only had like $13 in it because I'm still trying to get through, and I got pounded, right? So I took the chop against my better judgment. I don't advocate for a chop. I don't like that. I don't suggest you do the chop, but I took the chop. It was $750 for second place, and he gave like 130 or something like that. 120. I ended up getting $869 for my efforts. First place was 1050 or so, maybe a little bit more than that. So I could have played and reached my goal in that tournament, but I took the chop instead. So I'm still on the 89 to $1,000 challenge, and ideally we're trying to close that out before the end of the month. So we got another 11 days or so. But we don't care. We're not going to push it too hard, but we're going to see what we can do. But we're doing well. This would certainly help by finishing at the top here. We still got a lot of time. Another 12 and a half minutes in this tournament. First place is $54. Let's come to the second table here. This one here is a PKO progressive knockout. It's $15 for first place, but you'll get another. If it ended right now, you get $20 on top of that, ish, somewhere in that range. And then our third table down at the end here is much like the first one. This is a 8 max guaranteed. First prize is $55. Oh, we just saw quads again here. He just had quads. He had running quads by the looks of it. Oh no, my bad. He flopped a set of 8s and then turned quads. Not sure what Ringo was thinking here. He didn't have any piece of that flop, but he just stays along. I guess Allison Souza could have checked it along, but let's get out of the way of this. 3-7's not a very good hand, right? What do we got over here? Just lots of folds going on the 3 tables. We got another 20 minutes before our next tournament starts, so we're not going to get too far yet. What's this? Sometimes you just fold, right? You're out of position. I mean, you can make raises there, but by and large, you're going to lose the most money in your career from this position. So sometimes you got to make a pushback against it, but not with a subpar hand like that. What do they have? Like Queen 6 or something? 10-6. 10-6. We're going to play a little passive on this one. We want to see what we can do here. Okay. So we'll see a little push. This is you're looking to flop a set here. What's this one? Well, we don't like it, but we'll put it out there. So we swing and a miss. So when he leads here, we'll just tank it, but we're going to fold here. Oh, that's getting worse now. It's worse if he picks up a club draw here, but we can't beat anything at this point, right? We're hoping that he has like ace king, ace queen, any of those things, because he, right? But if he has pocket 8s, 7s, 8s, 9s, he would also, maybe not 9s, but let's see what he had here. Ace jack, right? So that's right in the wheelhouse that we set. We will raise this one up, and only raising because we are in position on the guy. We don't want him to think that he can just limp there and think that that's going to be okay. So, happen to have position, there's no one else in the hand, raise it up. I'm fairly certain that the pool pool of players is not sophisticated, right? So the very best play is just to play your hand straight forward, right? When you get down to it later on, final table, you usually weed out all the fish well before then. Yeah, so you get rid of the fishy players well before you make it to the final table. So until you're into this rebuy, or out of this rebuy period, just play your hand straight forward. This one here, we're in the last level. Got another 8 minutes to go, and then I'm going to switch over and change the color of the table depending on how we do in the tournament. And each of those colors means different things. So black is just the rebuy period. Blue is we're out of the rebuy period. Green makes we're in the money, as you expect. And of course, the final table is going to be red. There's another streamer that so wait for Who Cares to you gotta connect here. At the very bottom of the screen, you see there's that black line, black bar. There's actually supposed to be something filled in there, but the link I think broke, so I can't use the animation that we had there. It's just a way to highlight how we're doing in tournaments and where we're at and things like that. But just haven't connected with Who Cares sometime. That's on.
Popping a Mentos gum.
But the streamer that I saw do that, which I thought was a great idea, which is why
Keep it fresh all summer with
I'm
Mentos
doing it
gum.
as well.
Gets to fresh.
He plays, I think he plays on ACR, America's Card Room. I don't play on ACR, but he plays on ACR, and he was on a. And there's lots of people in ACR, right? There's about 10 times the population of the U.S. than there is in Canada. So there's lots and lots of people. Not so much in Canada. I'm gonna play this ace 10. We're gonna raise this up. This is not usually a raising hand here, but we're gonna raise it up just because we have position. And we've gotten rid of a bunch of people up here. Let's see how this goes. And by and large, they should be folding lots because they see that I haven't played a whole lot of hands. All right. I don't get too out of line, so when this stuff happens, yeah, I guess we're gonna have to check it here now. That's probably pretty good. Is he gonna make it a shot at this? That'd be awesome if he did. So now we're waiting. We're just debating. Let's still take a shot for 10. Yeah. So I was on this challenge of getting 50 final tables with 100 people or more. As it turns out, that's really difficult to do. So I tracked this. I tracked it when I started this way back when, and it's only been like 3 months, 4 months maybe. I started this not too long ago. Let me open it up here. In April, I played 307 tournaments. In May, I played 223. June, 247. In July, I'm at 143 right now. So, I mean, we're not that that's relevant, but I never once hit 50 final tables with 50 people with 100 in it. It's super difficult to get tournaments with that many people in it. It's this. So this is on Monday. I played in 8 events, which is not as much as I normally play. Only 2 had more than 100 people. One had 35, and I placed 25th out of 135. And the other one I placed second. I chopped for second for 523 people. The day before, how about this? This is better. Look, I played 25 tournaments on Sunday. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tournaments that have more than 100 people. So you can see how difficult it is because there's not a lot of sites. Right? There's not a lot of people on this one. Like there are other sites I could go to hit that, but I don't want to play that. The second piece is that I would have like Ace King, right? And I would go broke on the bubble with Ace King, or Pocket Kings, right? Pocket Kings was the worst because I was there like I'm not folding Pocket Kings just to achieve making a final table of 100 people or more. That's absolutely crazy. That's the wrong goal. If you're not going to play Pocket Kings, then what are you going to do? Especially when you're the first one in the hand. That's ridiculous. So I did, and of course, any Ace King, Ace Queen is not going to fold there. So now they have 3 outs, and they hit the 3 outer, and I'm out of the tournament. But I don't regret or begrudge my opponent, nor do I feel bad for playing that hand. But I'm not going to fold Pocket Kings pre-flop, especially when I'm the first one in the pot. I'm not doing that. And I had a lot of those, as it turns out. And so the first month, April or so, when I started tracking that, like, it's changing the way you play the game, how you view it, because you're highlighting a different goal than actually winning the tournament. Right? You should have goals. You should break tournaments down into various levels to make it that far, but to fold there that was crazy. I didn't like that at all. So I'm still trudging along, still tracking that, trying to make tournaments. Okay, so this month, of the 166 tournaments I've played so far, I've only final tabled 6. Right? And then there's another number in there, is how many tournament tickets I've played that resulted in a tournament. Actually, is that right? Maybe I played more than that. Oh, you know what? No, that number's totally wrong. I've got to go back and fix that number. That's not correct. Because I was only marking down the tournaments that I won. I've won 18 tickets to various events for the month of July. That's not how many tournaments I've actually played in. What is going on here? You know what happened here? I'm absolutely... all this stuff is in the wrong day. What the deuce? Let me back this up. I'm sorry. There we go. I've been totally in the wrong day. Tracking this stuff and it's in the wrong spot. All right, so we are at the rebuy period in this tournament up here. Right, so we'll mark that down. We're also going into, what is this, 49 out of 160.
Also added our big crunch to the sandwich of the day menu, just in time for lunch. Now that's a finger-licking good deal. Pick up a plant-based sandwich for just $5, available on Tuesdays only. KFC, it's finger-looking good. Taxes are extra. Visit kfc.ca for more details.
Now that we're out of the rebuy period, it changed the color of the felt. It's just so I have a visual image of what's happening across my tournaments. And at a glance, I know how I'm doing with it, as well as this piece here. I track this 49 out of 167. So I want, not that that's necessarily relevant, but I want to know where I am the hierarchy of all the other players. What do we got over here? This is an all-in. This is because this guy's a fishy fish, right? This is a fold. It's a good card for us. I guess if he comes along or check raises us, yeah, we'd have to reevaluate there, but we have. Let me back up. We did take it down against this guy. We're trying to look for a trappy trap here. This is pretty good. So we're just gonna fade the eights here, I guess. So we've had kings 3 times in this position. This is not the same fish guy that we had before, but we're trying to fade that. But this is what we're looking for. If he happens to have aces here, then that's fine. But there's zero chance this guy has aces here. Zero chance of that. There's no way he's good enough to just call that. But it is just fade the ace. Yeah, and there's the ace right there that we just missed. There's no getting rid of this guy for all the tea in China, right? And we were okay with that. Absolutely okay with that play. What is this one? This is a 220. Poker. This is the Daily Legends PKO. It's a 222. Just make a note of this. But my read is right? I know exactly where is it? I know exactly where I am with this guy, and that's the takeaway. That's the important piece. I know exactly where that is, and I would never change any of that. I want him to do that over and over and over again. The fact that this one time he happens to hit it is absolutely okay, right? Because he's going to be decimated. Okay, so what was it? It was just take that down. It's that was a good one. We like it. Keep going with it. We're just pushing this guy. I'm not gonna go anywhere, right? Down here it's just an easy fold. 2 overcards with a raise and a re-raise. Neither one of these guys has that, but we can't either, so let's get out of the way. No big deal. This guy over here is throwing a lot of shit. Literally the emote shit thing, but whatever. We hit top pair. Why would we not keep going with it with our bet? It doesn't make any sense at all. What's over here? Again, just play your hand straight up, face up. You don't need to get all fancy play syndrome. These guys, by and large, are not sophisticated enough to do that, right? like this is the fancy play. I mean, with a raise and a call, he has to know that when he jams here, again, he's just being a bully. But when he gets called here, he knows he's no good with this. Right? And then when he gets called with me, then he for sure knows, because now he can't even hit his ace or he can't even hit the queen. What was it? This one? He had what? This guy just did ace 4 versus his jack 10, and the ace hits. That's awesome. This is pretty good flop. Looking for a raise here? No. All right. I guess we just have to call it down now. I mean, we're never folding here, no matter what happens, right? We flop bottom set, as it turns out, on ace queen. Now for sure we're never folding. It'd be a crime to not bet. Right? Can't give the guy 2 cards. If he sees the river for free, then he gets away, and we can't have that. That would be criminal. What do we got over here? Oops. Let's take a quick look over here. What do we have? So, oops. This guy here, I have him down as a solid player. Just pushing to get back against this guy. Yeah, jack here. Yay! Right? He just can't help himself. Right? Yes, he's got king queen, and I jammed it there, but he's only got 6 outs. Now he happens to hit both cards. He hits a queen on the flop, it's a king on the turn. It turns out I only have 3 outer. I hit the jack on the river. He just can't help himself. Which is why we just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again against the guy. The fact that it worked out and lost with the kings versus his ace queen, we want the same thing here. We want him drawing the 6 outs all the time.
Actually enjoy economy.
I'm Colin Gingell from Mercedes-Benz Country Hills. Our team tracks the most popular colors.
So this guy over here, we're just not. He's a solid player. Solid. Give that guy a wide berth. What do we got over here at this point? Something else is happening here. I can't see what I got going on. Let me take a quick look here. Something's happening in the background. So we need some of this one, and we need like it looks like the auction house is down. Oop, that was really loud. What happened there? Oh. All right, let's come back over here. Oops, going the wrong way. just can't help himself. So we're gonna have to punish that here. Assuming that we hit any of this. No, we did not hit any of that. But there's 5 of us, right? Including me, and I missed it. He very well could have any piece of this, but we need a better hand than that. So we're not... This is just a fold here. All right, continuing on. I was gonna say it has to be a razor fold here, and that's a good one. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. This guy just can't help himself. I love it. No, we don't want to do that. What's this? Just folding out, fold, 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 because we can't go anywhere, we can't do anything. We got no hands to play. And you can see now he's tilted a little bit here because now he's all in. We're out of the rebuy period in this one, so we're going to mark that down as well. We're at 30. It's PKO, 7 PKO. We're 34th out of 122 to go. So still lots of game, still lots of play here. Bear fan, welcome in, friend, welcome in. We're not going to call this off. We'll just wait for a better hand. Our 4 is probably not going to be good enough there anyway, but outside of that, we're not going to just play some crazy shit against this guy just because he's crazy. We want to wait for the goods. Play our game, not his. And this is how you get ahead. This is how you win these things. So he's going to steal a bunch of blinds, and then boom, he's going to lose a bunch. He's going to steal a bunch of blinds, steal, 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 and then he's going to lose a bunch. It's riding a bike. What do we got over here? We got 3 tables. Oops. This one. Well, this we had 2, 3, but this raise is just for this, right? And this guy loses all of it, right? Well, that's what happens when you play shitty hands. And unfortunately, we missed the money, but he gets it all. What do we got over here? We have top pair, top kicker. We're not folding for all the rice here. So now that we're out of the rebuy period, we can start making moves a little bit more and widening because people have got their chips and whatnot. And it's unfortunate here. And this is the same sort of thing. It's unfortunate, but it just is what it is. So we're out of this tournament in 112th place out of 263. And we did get 24 in bounties. So this actually was a free tournament we got into. Oops. Yeah, this was a free tournament. It was 11 cents that we got into this tournament, so got some out of it, but it's a fishy move here, and he had 3 outs and he hit. We just couldn't get out of it because he check raised us all in. What do we got over here? We got 2 tournaments. Oh, you know what happened here? We got to get into this other tournament. It just started, so we're okay here. Back up. We are in our third tournament now. Take that spot we just opened up. There we go. So we should have 3 up here, right?
What if the earth just opens
This is
up and
pretty good here.
trees go down?
This is a
and
pretty
then
good flop
fire
for us.
roads go?
I'm Flora Lichtman from Every Little Thing, the podcast that answers your burning questions. Like, will I get swallowed by a sinkhole?
When I saw it in the road, I was just like, this is it. What am I gonna do?
Right? The fact that he raised pre-flop and then checks is kind of questionable. Now we're just going to go broke out with it. You got 5-7? No, he doesn't have 5-7. That doesn't make any sense at all. He would have 5-7 there. 5-7 clubs maybe, but he would take a. I would expect him to take a different approach if he had that hand. So we'll just keep going with it. So we got, as I said, we got 3 tournaments on the go. Ripping this one up still. We are 27th out of 120 on this one. This one just started. We're going to fold this ace-queen, actually. Because I was just looking at, it's this 331, right? We got lots of, this is a hyper tournament, but we got lots of time to collect chips. And 20 make the money, right? So there's lots of time. This will cap up somewhere around 50 people or so. So we got another 35 people incoming into this tournament. We have to play accordingly to that. So. What's this one? This tournament is we're just 1 minute left on the 9th level, so we've got like 21 minutes left in this one until we get out of the rebuy period. This one we're 16th out of 119. So the first place pays $50 on this one. Second place is 35. Oh yeah, and I did buy into this one. A direct buy into this tournament. Yeah, 30 cents turned it into $868 on Monday. That's awesome. I love it. This guy's still throwing shit over here. Why is he throwing shit? You have the worst hand. Why are you throwing shit? Quit playing so poorly. You won't have that problem. What do we got over here? Let's I need to text who cares and get him in here. Let's see if he's playing cards today. Somewhat nice outside, so he may be see if he's available. Oh, I got a party to go to this week. Got a party on Saturday. That's going to be problematic. That'll be a big boozer bender. Love it. Who cares? Here we go. Okay, this guy over here, let's like to give lots of pushback to him and some challenge because he's gonna get some action in there. So now he has an ace here, right? We'll just check it. He's going to lead here for half potish. Oh, 2. Okay. Let's get out of the way. We believe him. He has an ace there for sure. He's not calling without an ace. But so as he was doing here, like throwing shit for hitting the 5 outer. Let's say 6 outer because he could have ace jack, right? Let's say he's got 6 outs. We want that. We encourage that, right? You never get upset with that stuff. This is telling over here that this guy's all in. He's going to have 15 bigs. He got rid of, like, pissed it all off. So this is in line with what I was saying before, right? You just got to pace yourself on this. This is a marathon. There's not going to be very many people here. And in the last minute of the 12th level, then 10 or 12 people will come into the tournament. And that's what happens. That's what they do. What do we got here? We got pocket nines. We just limped on that one because we're looking to trap this guy. We do have big cards here, so let's push that out. Right, and this is exactly what we're looking for. He's got 3 outs to hit. He can only hit the queen now. And he's out, so we get all of his chips. Yay! This is the ace queen hand, so we just check jam into this because we have some history with this guy. He's only got half a big, so we're going to just take this down. He can't call this. Oops, this other table, we have a lot of history with this guy as well. Jokul. Something like that. Then now they both call, so we're just going to actually fold this out. Right? Again, you got to protect your chips. So we'll get out of the way. We're just looking around. Nothing going on over here. It's easy fold. This is going to be a fold. We're not going to fold this. So he is back here, right? So this is just a check call, right? But he's back. He did have take the advantage, the lead. So we will. Oops, it's this one. He took the lead, so we'll check it to him to take it. Well, that's pretty good. He's got the nuts there. Took a shot against the guy, and he actually had it. So it is what it is. So now we got some work to do for sure with this one.
Beer, wine, and premium snacks included with every fare. You'll also love that our planes have
what's over here? We end up having the best hand with the 7 on the river. We got pocket 2s over here. Allison had 5-7, so he hit the 7 as well. He had 8-9 suited. So we hit the 2 outers, it turns out. And this guy was the lead, but this is a shitty hand, right? Playing like that. Got to hit it. With your pocket 2s, you got to hit the set because there's 4 people in that. You're in trouble. What do we got over here? We got D'Souza, Alison Souza, and then we got Rasmus. So we're not going to let him up. Welcome in, DeBear Welcome in. DeBear Fan. Let's get him a shout out. He runs a ton of keys with Faz and Raid. He does his own stuff as well, of course, right? Yeah, no, all good. More importantly, though, I think to that, he's part of the Good Cause Crusader group, where they raise a whack ton of money for good causes, as you would expect. Are we on a 3 to 8? It's a 5 minute delay. Yeah, just on poker. Just when I play poker, I put it on a 5 minute delay, and I show my cards. When I'm not on when I'm playing just World of Warcraft, then it's just real time, of course, right? All right, we're just gonna check it down here. We're 19 out of 109. Can't beat any of this, so we'll just check it. He's gonna have the best hand a large portion of the time here. Oh, but not when he has a 10. So now we're back at it again with the ace, the king, ace king. We're going to do the same thing. Push back against this. Specifically, we're pushing back against this. Oops, wrong table. There we go. Right. Letting him, and both these guys know at this point, like I put a large portion of my stack in here, 25%. If they jammed, I would not fold. Right? So now we're in the same situation here. No club here. Now chop it up. Is what it is. We did jam this one over here against this guy, and he just can't help himself, right? So we got lots of outs here. None of them hit, unfortunately, but that just plays itself. It's okay. 15 out of 19. 19. Did I not? Oh, I didn't. It's 19 up here. Oh, I don't have another ticket for this one. All right. Well, we're down to 2 tables now. But we have the guy drawing the 6 outs, which is, again, always what we want. We're never upset when that occurs, when that happens. There we go. It's a big double up for D'Souza here, or Allison's, right? I keep saying D'Souza. It's someone else that has that name, but that's who I'm talking about. I'm 11th out of 93 here, so the money makes it 59. So we got to lose just less than half the field. Yeah. So to Bear Fan, it's a poker day. We're playing poker more during the day at this point and streaming during the day. Probably not going to play too much poker, or sorry, too much WoW during the day. I'm going to move WoW into my evenings. Yeah, from a streaming perspective, it just seems to be going better to do that. So that's
Plus, we have a massive
This is a
selection
bounty
of vehicles
hunter.
to choose from. Over 500 vehicles, and no one pays more for your
Bounty
trade.
hunter.
Guaranteed
8.
highest trade value from us. Guaranteed. So
8
shop
hyper.
employee pricing at Capital Chevrolet Buick GMC today. You don't even have to work here.
It's 33 center is what it is. And it has 30 guaranteed. Okay. 41 people are in this tournament. And we're out of that tournament. He hits a 9. We have, yeah, so we had the open-ended straight flush, and so we're out of that tournament. This is what it is. It's fine. Well, that wasn't very good. That kind of sucked. Where are we at with this? 283 people, and we're out in like 84th, I think. We're gripping and ripping on this one. There's 43 people in this tournament. How many are in this one? Holy shit, that's a lot of people. I've missed 166. Wow. All right. And then we have a third table. No, that's not the right one. So I only have, I'm not in this tournament anymore, so let's get rid of this one. Only in 2. Let's see if I can find one more tournament. As it turns out, we're actually on a break. So I'm going to take a break. I'll be back in 4 minutes. I'm going to try and grab a sandwich or something, plus I have to refill my water. Back in 4 minutes. Right back. All right, we're back. Let's got about a minute left. We've got 2 tables up. Let's see if we can find another table. I don't see too many coming up here in the next little bit. It's in Angie's room. 14 minutes is the next tournament. So we're going to have to do the very best we can for the next 14 minutes. So we got 2 tables. We're going to play it up on that. Let's see what we have over here. Got World of Warcraft in the background. Got 71,000 gold for me to pick up. Got a ton of stuff that has to go up in the auction house, but we're just getting ready for the weekend. And not the musician, by the way. He's a national treasure. Canada loves him.
With the BMO Eclipse Visa Infinite card. Click or tap to apply now and get up
What's
to
this one?
60,000 points. Terms and conditions apply.
Let's see if
At Porter Airlines, we do have a super.
so we can get some more.
We transform economy air travel into an actually enjoyable experience.
Some eggs and some maybe meat, I guess. All right, back at it. Let's get another deep run going on.
In-flight entertainment on our jets, and all our planes have no middle seats. Book your flight today at flyporter.com. Porter, actually enjoy economy.
No good, no bueno. 6'9", suited, huh? Well, it plays itself, I guess. I'm not sure. Oh, that's why. All right, we're still going along here. Let's oops. Oh, can't not play that hand. 5 bigs with 5/5 in our hand. How can you not play that? Are we chunking it all in there with pocket 5s? What a terrible play that would be, wouldn't it? All right, we'll just get out of the way then. So we are only behind our losing to 1, but now we got losing to 2, so that's a good call to get out of the way. Yay for us! This guy doesn't, no clue what's going on there. 3 people all in front of him, you think you're going to have the best with ace-6. Wow. That's okay. It happens, right? This is how you make your money on those things. You get people to call. We didn't. So now we're going to be in the same situation this guy just had. We're not folding our hand here. So let's just check it all in there. Now we got 2 outer. And he hits it. So now we need running cards here. We need a 9 on the river. No, not that one. Fine, 9. It is what it is. That's a good hand, good hand. Let's be mindful of our chips. Let's not just donk off just because we lost a large stack of our chips. Don't want to do that. This is Faz over here. Okay, so we're closing in on this one. This is the last level. We only have like 2 minutes left. We're 48th out of 118, so a little better than half, but not by much with 28 bigs. I guess we limped for half a big into this and then he jammed. That's an easy fold, right? What is this? So I expect to see a fair amount of these type of moves, especially in the next minute, minute and a half. I just want to pick up as many blinds as I can before the rebuy period. And then we hit 2 pair on this, which is against the same guy we just played against. So we did the same thing over on this one. We had 10-8. We just jammed against this guy's 2 bet to take it down. Because we only have 30 seconds left in this tournament. Right? We're 52 out of 124. We're gonna have to jam here as well. We've missed the rebuy period on this one now. Ace queen, ace nine, so we've got 3 outs. Nope, that's not it. When you have ace queen and you have ace nine, you can only win if you hit the 9. So this is good for us. Right, just well, we need a 5 in the river. That's what we want, though, right? This guy's so far behind here. It's tough, but that just is what it is. It displays itself, and it sucks. And you got to move forward. Because what else can you possibly do? What else can you possibly do? What's going on over here? Okay, so we got that going on. We got this. Something happening over here. Something. Well, we might be out of this these tournaments fairly quickly here. It's a good hit. We'll take the double here. I mean, you didn't have too much to go on here, but that's what it is. So at the other table, this is the same sort of thing. He's only got 3 outs, and he happens to hit it right away. Big deal. I don't get upset with this stuff, right? I want to see the 2-outer. Or the 3-outer. I want him to hit that. That's how you get the money, is by just letting the math work itself out. I think I just heard that, actually. And I already knew that, intuitively, of course, but you just make good sound decisions and just let the math work itself out. Right? This is right? Same thing. He's only got 3 outs to hit here. This is what it is. I think that is my garbage pickup. Fairly sure that's the truck that's doing stuff.
I forgot to add in Fate Mirror and Breath of the Eons.
What do we got over here?
You really didn't do much with it.
Isn't it nice when your coffee comes with a cookie on the side? How did they know you'd like something more? What about streaming a podcast or watching an episode?
We're just jamming here. I mean, we don't. This is a good option for this guy to go to here because he can come over the top of this guy, but this guy should not have called. It's Razorful.
Get Rogers 5G mobile plans now for less. Visit rogers.com/plans for more. And count on more value to come because we're with you all
Right?
the way.
No, he doesn't have to do that. That's a psychological thing that doesn't actually work. He's already calling off. And just call my bet. This guy puts them all in. So I only have 3 outs here. 3 outs. And that's none of it. So we're out of this tournament at 117th place. That's 198 entered this one. 200 stack. 98. And I'm out at 117. So, oh well. The grind continues, as it were. We are going to play one more tournament after this. It starts in 4 minutes, and then that'll be the kind of it for me. I've got some stuff I've got to do this afternoon to get her done. So let's just make that happen. Do we have any tables that are up? I think this is the only one that's going on right now. Oh no, I guess I did have one. Oops. This is the only table that's up right now. Just trying to steal some blinds in here. My 8 bigs. I don't have a lot of moves, don't have a lot of pushback, so keep trudging along. What's going on over here? Phone might, or my headphones might actually kick out. What is this? Sorted. So 70% of the time there's going to be an overcard to your 9s on the board, and sure enough, there it is. This is a Caro that says that. I used to jam and think that was a good jamming hand. I've changed my position on that. He had a fair amount of chips there, right? Yeah, so the pot is 62,000, so he's got more than 20. Right? So 10 bigs is 14,000. So double that is 20 bigs. So it's 40 plus bigs in there, right? He's got 30,000 to start, so double. So he's got more than 20. Just 2 bets is fine.
We plus 2 did.
2.2.
So, good.
Okay. Looks like Faz coming up to the last boss here. We don't like this. So I guess we'll go broke with it. And just rebuy if we have to. Yeah. Well, for getting pounded by the guy that was here, we are making a comeback. Making a valiant effort push. 1 minute until the 8 Max Turbo shows up. Let me get that set up here. Max Turbo 33, and there's 8 people playing in this one right now. The Bounty Hunter's got 99. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Keep it going. Oop, gotta register, I guess. Important if you're going to play in the tournament that you register for the tournament. there is a correlation to being more successful in it when you register for it. Forgot to hit the enter button. Oops. Okay, so let's go find our table here because this is going to be helpful. It's a turbo table. All right, and we're off. I have lots of history with this guy as well. We like that. Actually, we have lots of history with both of these guys. Now we're just going to fold and get out of the way. We can't beat anything now. But he's like that other guy. He's not going to be able to help himself. This is an ace-king type hand. Ace-king, ace-queen. Yeah. And unfortunately, as an ace-king, ace-queen, all those cards just hit there. So we have 4 outs now. Yeah, see? Too funny, too funny. What do we got over here? Something's happening over here. What is this? This is 3. It's less than 4, and we're selling at 6. Okay. I'm absolutely flabbergasted that this guy is now sitting out as many hands as he is. Just looking at the lobby for this tournament, the Peruzzi's, again, we have lots of history with. He doubled up in the first hand against Jib Chip. That's too funny. And it happens that way, right? Just no big deal. Capitalisti? The capitalism? I'm not sure. Italian, maybe? I am 11 out of 11, so 12 out of 12 right now. Keep going here. Trudge along. Just keep doing the same thing, I guess.
It's Hello Sunny season.
We just happen to be having some good cards and hitting the flop, or a combination of the two, right? If it's like King 3 or Ace 4 offsuit, it's just an easy fold, but it just plays itself.
Bring the family together to spend a fun summer Sunday at a Stamps game. Catch one of the biggest games of the season.
Ideally, we're looking for an ace here. We don't expect this guy to have too many ace kings in his hand. If someone raise us, that would be quite okay as well. Happy should call. He's got lots of chips and just getting the right price to win. He's going to call a 1.5 to win 9.6. It's pretty good. So he could have either one of these two cards, but we don't expect him to have too many of those.
Hey, it's Tyler from Neon Trees. You're listening to our new song, Favorite Days. Tap or click the screen.
Yeah, this guy's not going to have any of that, but this guy could actually have both of those hands. Well, that's a good fold on our part, right? Just happens that way. So this is actually probably the worst hand we've had in the last 5 to do this with. These are the last 2 tournaments we're going to be playing today. This is a heads up. Happy, so this is, unfortunately, he's out of position, so we're going to have to call. And we swing and a miss. Right? This is absolutely ace, king, ace, queen type hands. Nothing wrong with doing that from that position to ISO a little bit more. But we're in position and we have perfect information. He bets and we just fold. Right? It's easy. What is this one? This is a turbo tournament. We're just going to donk off on this one. Donk off in this tournament. He's got ace, king, ace, 10. Either one is got us beat, so we just get out of the way. No brainer there. We just have the 2 now, right? This is in line with that king 7 hand. We have a little bit of history with this guy. What we got over here? Let's get out of the way now. All right, I think, yeah, we're gonna, what's going on over here? K-Town. Children maybe tempting mythic pugs. That's an easy fold. We get out of the way with this one. Huge CLX set build joining the Kick Edition giveaway. We did get moved in our other table as well, so let's go grab this one. This is our Bounty Hunter tournament. So we got Pocket Force here. Jam it in there. Obviously we missed our rebuy period. And then we have this here, so I mean, we're gonna go with this. Yay! And we're out of the 116. Bounty Hunter has 116. And we're out in 63rd. And then there's 21 people in this other one. So this is the last tournament that we have. This is the only tournament we have going on right now. That's okay, I've got stuff to do. I'm gonna look at some food. I've got to go for a run still, or it gets too hot outside. What is it at? It's it's 24 degrees outside, so that's not going to be nice. That is going to be unhealthy. What's he even doing? Just reading a story here, right back. It was too funny. I was just reading a story about Wade Boggs. That's what I was just doing just now. He's a baseball player from the 80s, right? And I mean, I don't watch the sport. I don't know anything about the sport. But they're talking about Wade Boggs wasn't as great as he was made out to be. Right? And sophomore he was doing this, but in junior he was hitting this, and senior in high school he was hitting this, which I think are good numbers, but what do I know about these things? Continued on and on and on. And he played 6 years in the minors, and people were saying you're not going to be able to play, and this is the reason why you're never going to make majors because you don't hit for power, you don't hit all the rest of it. But then the second or third paragraph they had there says exactly the Moneyball storyline. You don't need to hit those things. You just have to get on base, which is right? That's what he was doing. He started hitting all these line drives and getting on base, getting right. That's huge. That's awesome. That's not we didn't need this card. We needed a diamond on the river. Now that there's a 4-liner to the 9, just easy to get out of the way, right? We still haven't rebought into this tournament yet, so let's just keep going with what we're doing before.
Visa Infinite card. You can get 5 times the points
Oops.
for more of the things you love.
Got to
More nights out.
buy into
More weekend escapes.
Baz's
More living
stream. Oops.
and more getting lost.
Well, I guess we'll get out of the way of this one then. This is probably pretty good.
Less of that.
Get more out of life with the BMO Eclipse
Yeah,
Visa
I was gonna say that's legit, right?
to apply
This is
now
not,
and
of
get up
course.
to 60,000 points. Terms and conditions apply. Visit bmo.com for details.
I'm not sure. I mean, I get it, I understand, but gotta have a deeper understanding of the game sometimes. All right, let's continue on. What do we have over here? Crucial economic indicator down more than 50% in Alberta. This is employment? No. Business investment. A key driver of higher incomes involves living standards. This is the same sort of thing. He may or may not have a 7 here, but we can't take that risk at this point. Able to pay. Just reading this article actually. Compared to the US, our performance was even worse. During the same time period, US business investment per worker, adjusted for inflation, Canadian dollars, increased 14.5%. From this to that, where ours dropped 50%. So we're just having a lot of dollars leaving. Now I wonder, I would compare that to Canada if we can, Alberta to Canada. Is it just that we have businesses leaving Alberta, or is it businesses, business investment leaving Alberta, or is it business investment leaving Canada as a whole? If it's leaving Canada as a whole, that's a federal government issue. From November 2014 to 2021. So you'd have to look to see when the Liberal government came in and make that assessment. Obviously, with 2020, you're going to have a ton of COVID issues and things like that. So they're not going to have a lot of dollars in there, but Tegan Hill. In part, this relative decline in business investment reflects the oil price collapse in 2014, sorry. Moreover, oil and gas investment did not fully recover in Alberta as it did in our southern neighbor, which is, and that'll be a federal influence. But declines in the energy sector do not solely explain Alberta's faltering business investment. That's correct. More broadly, the Trudeau government, the Liberal government's recent tax and regulatory policies, which is what I just said, right? Because the time of this is 2014 to 2021. I do believe that the federal government, the Liberal government, came in right close to that time, 2016, I think. So that's for 7 years or so that they've been in power, of which 6 would be directly, or at least 4 would be directly related prior to COVID. Recent tax and regulatory policies have helped spur an overall flight of investment capital from Canada. That's correct. That's why I say I'd like to know what the dollars are between Alberta and Canada. The business investment. Is it just an Alberta thing? Like our business is leaving Alberta and going to other provinces? Or is it business investment leaving Canada as a whole? It's just leaving other provinces, leaving Alberta to go to other provinces. That's a provincial issue. That means our politics are not in line with what businesses need. Conversely, that same logic applies to federally. If business investment is leaving Canada, that's a federal government issue, which means that's what they're doing. All right, let's see what this guy does here. Because this is a couple times it went through. I would expect him to bet there. Even before the pandemic from 2014 to 19, nearly half of Canada's main industries saw a decline in investment. Okay, so that answered the question I was just asking. Prosperity depends in large part on the strength of business investment. As such, this is probably a pretty good flop for us. As such, Alberta's relatively weak business investment should sound alarm bells and prompt policymakers, both provincially and federally, to enact policy reform. Missed the text. That means lowering taxes and reducing regulations to make Alberta a more attractive place to invest and do business. Well, that's fairly common. Right? So what are we missing here? We're losing the 9-10, pocket 10s, 7-8. Right. Again, we don't think that he has an open-ended straight flush here. That's not it. 9 and 10 is possible, but I just. Oh, we know about this 16 fake. What? What do we got over here? We are heading out here. This is our last tournament, so we're just kind of playing it along. What's happening over here? $2 gold per. That's not bad, actually. King 9 is not a very good hand, so we're going to get out of that. Oh, we had lots of history with this guy at that other tournament.
Ugh, every summer is the same. Going to the beach, hanging in the park, popping a Mentos gum. Okay, actually, summer's pretty great. Wouldn't change a thing. Keep it fresh all summer with Mentos gum. Yes to fresh.
What's going on over here? That was just kind of take a look to see what happened in this last hand here, because it's all in pre-flop, isn't it? This guy over here, and then he calls it off. Oh no, no, he jams it on the flop, and this guy has the nut here. Yeah, I don't know about jamming into without an ace in your hand. Giving up lots here. Well, let's see what happens here. Ooh, Froggy Tails. Just watching this one go round and round and round. Don't have too much on the go here. 55 people in it though. Like to see this guy with lots of gamble to him, right? Our history is showing that, so we like that. Keep doing what you're doing. Faux show. Guess we'll just get out of the way, right? That's not a very good hand, and we're stuck between the two, so that's never a good spot. You never want to be there. Do we have more? Yeah, we got 5,000 in the bank, so we got lots of the stuff. Oops. Feeling a nap coming on. Feeling a bit sleepy. Not gonna lie. Let's see if we can get some of these goodies up here, right? Still no action on this, huh? The auction house is still broken. Grr. Let's take a look. See, we got 4,000 in sales so far. Alright, let's see if we can get something else going on here. Get a fire up, get some more. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go have a nap and then go for a run later on. It's like 25 degrees outside, so it's gonna be brutal. Much too hot. Hey girl, hey, you need to try these sticky sweet something or another? Happy. Oh, you cracked me up, Happy. 41 out of... Let's see what this guy's doing over here. Just one here. Just round and round we go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go sit outside for a little bit. It's a little bit breezy. Go have a nap out in the patio. What are you trying there? Phil S. What are you doing?
We're for people who want to end their 9 to 5 with a perfect 10, as in J.P. Weiser's 10-year-old whiskey. We're smooth sipping, but we've never lost our gritty spirit, and the only things we care about are the ones we set. Sound like anyone you know? Then wisely done, my friend. Wisely done. Click or tap the banner to learn more. Please enjoy our products responsibly.
When John Quinney was 10 years old, he testified against his own father.
For a long time, the proudest thing I ever did was send my dad to jail, you know? That was it.
But now, 2 decades later, he's convinced his dad was innocent. His dad,
Too funny.
and hundreds of others, falsely accused in a panic that swept the country. From Gimlet, Conviction American Panic is out now. Tap now to listen for free on Spotify.
So we're actually waiting for this to happen. So we're going to jam here as well. Right? If we lose out, we lose out. But this is what we were wanted to happen there. That's why we limped that position. So he's got 4 outs. Sorry, he's got 3 outs. And he doesn't hit it, so we get all of it. But yeah, so this was absolutely by design. I meant to just call that, to do exactly that. Knowing that these two guys have a bit of a pissing contest going back and forth. So we lost all of our chips to this guy earlier on, I think, right? And maybe this guy was here, but he was quite active. And we kind of pushed back. We're at the same stack, right? Let's mark it down. We got 78 people in this tournament. We have 16 in the other one. So we're just going to limp in here for half. When he bets over top, let's fold, get out of the way. As we were before. And this happened earlier on. So this is the problem with raising here, right? He has to hit this so hard at this point because he's out of position. Right? He's only punishing me, but if he doesn't make a C bet there, what are you doing? He's gonna make another bet here. No, now he's behind. We expect him to raise here a lot of the time. Just looking at this dynamic right here. Just another 15, 17 minutes or so in this tournament. Need to hit a set here, right? Just looking at my notes on this player and this player. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. What do we have here? We got 4,500 in gold in sales. Can't sell those ones just yet. Let's make a small probing bet here. The fact that it's 1-1-1, we should now be ahead. Right? I think he has a 10 here as well, but it's which 10? He's never having a jack here. call it. Oh. I say. This is a probing bet. We need to hit the... Not a probing bet. We need to hit the flop here. I didn't hit a set, so we're just going to fold. Man, my head is all in a fog right now.
Those endless Saskatchewan horizons and hidden gems just waiting.
Well, let's see if we can hit another set here, or hit asset, not another, but asset.
Eating farm-to-table meals that can be at once familiar and brand new. And visiting museums, attractions, galleries that I just can't wait to explore. The next surprise is always just down the highway here. Visit our prairie life and city lights. Saskatchewan.
I'm all about Saskatchewan ranching country. We're native prairie grasslands.
Miss it again. Swing and miss.
I want to get in the saddle.
We 3 for 3 on those ones?
This is powerful skies country. Hard work country.
Or sorry, at least 0 for 3. It makes sense, right? I mean, it's only 1 in 8 or something, right?
The memories are forever. Visit our living skies and badlands, Saskatchewan.
We got 3 all-ins in front of us, so I guess that's not going to be any good. Let's get out of the way. Straight draws, flushes. Yeah. What are you thinking there? That's awesome. I love it. Just bluff into 6 people. Into 5 people, sorry. 5 people. It's always tough to get those through, I'm not gonna lie. Well, that's a rebuy there. Okay, so here we go. Let's get this one, shall we? Gotta get one of these eventually. Oh, we're going to the break. This is the last hand here. And I missed it again. That's okay. No big deal. Guess I could lead at this one with the ace. Oh, did he call? No, he didn't call. All right, we're going to take we got 5 minutes here. I'll be back in 4. I'll be right back. Well, you know what? It is a little bit off, but it's way too early. But I see my ads of PBRs going on there, and it made me want to have one. So I'm going to have a PBR right now. Cheers, big ears. As I said, this is our last tournament. We're just kind of trudging along a little bit here. Getting a little bit beat up today. Oops. I'll be right back. It's second time we had that wrong number. Someone's looking for Barb. I said that yesterday. No, Barb doesn't live here. I don't know who you're looking for. There's no Barbs here. Excuse me. Why is this not doing what it's supposed to do? Very strange. Excuse me. 18 hulls in Fusion. Sufaz got his stuff done. That's awesome. We'll give it just a minute or two, but we're gonna probably go in here. We got our tournament still going on the background.
KFC's $5 sandwich of the day? Well, what's not to love? World famous fried chicken seasoned to perfection in a different sandwich every day of the week, Monday through Friday, for just $5. And if you think that sounds good, we also added our big crunch to the sandwich
We'll
of
get
the day
just
menu.
put it
In time for lunch, huh?
AFK. We just won't get in there.
Pick up a Twister wrap for just $5. Available on Thursdays only. KFC, it's finger looking good. Taxes are extra. Visit kfc.ca for more details.
Alberta pension plan. Will sales jobs sway Albertans to vote yes? Deuce.
And that means additional pedestrian traffic in communities like Inglewood, Bridgeland, Crescent Heights, or Duluth.
$1 billion jackpot. Powerball. Holy shit. That's a lot of money. So 45% of it goes to federal government taxes? Wow. there's an argument, I think it's a Jewish saying, that he was whatever he was. Again, I don't know the exact saying, but when they came for this group of people, I wasn't part of that, so I didn't stand up and say anything. And then when they came for this group of people, and I wasn't part of that, so I didn't stand up and say anything. And you do this 3 or 4 or 5 times, or whatever it is. And then when they finally came for me, there was no one left to stand up for me. This is the same sort of thing. Intrinsically, it's not okay for, especially in the US, and certainly not here in Canada, they're holding you prisoner unless you do what you have to do. So I would actually wait and not allow other people to go. I'd stand in the way. And then when they start assaulting you, then you're just adding more fuel to it. But they're not allowed to hold you prisoner. In our country, in Canada, that's it. It's called false imprisonment. They cannot hold you without reason. This is why companies say to their employees, even if you see someone stealing from you, do not chase them out into the parking lot. Don't put yourself in harm. B, you can't hold them. Right? Just kind of show it and keep walking. Now you have the right not to shop there. That is your right. And I can get behind companies encouraging that. But, this is going to be problematic, I think. 0.66, okay. 108 people in this tournament. So I do have to disagree with this young woman that says I don't have anything to hide, so I'm going to do it. So I should just show it and move on. If a business treats me like a thief, it's the last time I spend money there, which is the next comment there. Yeah, I wouldn't go back. I don't shop, or I don't use the self-checkout for the exact same reason. Self-checkouts are good for the company. They're not good for the employee. And so even though there's one person there and wide open and I only have one item, Mrs. Frostmage hates it, but I go through the checkout. I have to be concerned about the employee, even if they're not necessarily in charge of that. They're just trying to make their $15 an hour or 12 or whatever, 100 or whatever it is, right? It doesn't really matter. They're trying to make their dollars as well. I'm not going to put them too much of out of business on it, but I do want to harm the company and say, no, that's not okay that you do that. Would welcome it. The honest consumer is paying for the theft costs. That's true, but that's not stopping theft, right? That doesn't do what it's supposed to do. At a Sam's Club, I'm assuming that's a company, like a shopping, like a Safeway type thing, down in the US. Sam's Club I shop at, they scan your receipt and the items in your cart as you're leaving the store. Well, that's called a till. Stores who are having this problem are using self-checkouts. Yes, exactly. This eliminates jobs to increase profits to business, which is exactly what I just said. Right? That's why they're having these problems. That's what. I'm not having one of these things yet. What does this guy have over here that see, this is the thing that just drives. Like, what are you doing here? You got Jack 6 versus King 6. King Jack versus Jack 6. You have 3 outs. You hit your 3 outs and you're throwing shit at this guy? Come on. Too funny, too funny. Yay! I finally hit one of these things. This eliminates jobs to increase profits. Why should the customer do the job of scanning the items and then be called a thief without proof? Yeah, that's exactly it. Funny how that works. They pay the government when they get caught for fixed pricing, so in the end everyone gets scammed except the government and the corporations. I have a radical idea. Instead of going all through this trouble and expense, adjust the price of groceries to a reasonable level. Unfortunately, that's not. Those are two different things. That's not the same thing. Adjust the price of groceries to a reasonable level. I'm assuming that they're talking about Inflation.
Exploration of something new, the connection in a shared experience. Share in the stories of the land. Discover the heart of Saskatoon. This is Treaty 6 territory. Of the Métis,
Inflation is not
Saskatoon.
the same thing there. So I think this person is confused about his radical idea. Instead of going to all the trouble expense, adjust the price of the grocery to a reasonable level. The further people are pushed, the more ways they're going to find to get away with whatever. That's fine, but that's not relevant to the statement. This is called like a red herring, right? So from a logic standpoint, there's like 7 main fallacies, and once you understand what those 7 are, you can dispel arguments like this. This is not relevant to the conversation at hand. This guy just wants to hear himself speak at this point. Personally, I can see that backside, you can't come through. They have to buzz you through. And I just like, what? People that are coming customer service are way into the doors here. They have to walk all the way down here to get to the customer service desk. And then they have to hit the buzzer to go out this way. If you're coming back this way because you're looking for something, because you need help at the customer service desk, they have to buzz you in to get to that. When I was looking at this the other day, what the hell is this? Maybe that's what this is. So then at the customer service, or sorry, at the self-checkout, I know that there is also a gate there as well, but they always have one person manning 6, at least in my store, right? There's six self-checkouts. There's one person manning all 6 to help it out. The gates are only around self-checkout, so you would not be in the potential theft zone, I believe. If you're not purchasing anything, best of luck if you happen to take a wrong turn, instantly looking for the main exit. Yes, that's exactly it. Then you now live there full time. What would you think would happen if you don't buy something? Someone will push the secret button and off you go. I'm not sure what this is. Again, a misnomer. This has got nothing relevant to the story at hand, but it's certainly something else. It's amazing how truth is being blocked. Talk about control of the masses. What is the fear of the truth? I'm sorry, what? All right, so we hit this one. We're going to bet this one now. I would gladly scan my receipt. Geez, ever walk into any store wearing a backpack? Instant shoplifter label. That doesn't bother me. I do it all the time because I don't have a grocery bag. I put my groceries into my backpack and then walk home. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. And again, look at me, right? I'm not a kid. I'm not that guy that's stealing it. My clothes are clean. They're washed. Usually shave maybe a day too, but I'm not looking like a homeless guy, even though I'm 40 years old, right? So it's all good. I walk everywhere, and a backpack is essential for lugging groceries home, as my back can take way more than my arms, which is exactly what we just said. Of course, there's stores that demand I check my pack at customer service, so now I have to leave all my previous purchases, water bottle, and money to a stranger to look after. How do I know they aren't a thief? That's correct. So nightclubs, for example, they require you to check your bag, but they say on that we're not responsible for theft. Actually, that's incorrect. You are responsible because you're requiring me to check my coat. So I lost it. So if you have to check your coat, there has to be some semblance of responsibility, and the legal system will side with that. Again, scanning my receipt is no big deal. I have nothing to hide and good on the stores for trying to catch actual thieving. That is so minimal. That's not where that's happening. I guess the world evolves. Anyway. Too funny. What are we looking at here? I've kind of been reading this thing and it's totally distracted. I'm 25 out of 60 on this tournament, and 23 get paid, so we got a little bit of ways to go still. Excuse me. Trudeau cuts appearance in Bellevue, Ontario, short as protesters swarm the motorcade. Yeah, because you're a criminal.
With the BMO Eclipse Visa Infinite card, you can get 5 times the points on more of the things you love. That means more oat milk lattes.
I'm not an economist, obviously, right? And I've only taken Econ 101 and 102 at university.
And more green juices.
But when you, and this is not just the Canada, by the way, this is the rest of the world did the same thing over COVID. But when you pump billions of dollars of money into the economy and don't take any of the out, like later on, you hyperinflate, right? So I'm always reminded of a picture of 1930s Germany where there's a guy with a wheelbarrow of Deutschmarks going to the bakery to buy bread. That's because of hyperinflation. Right? Germany just said, screw it from the reparations of World War I. They said, screw it, we're just going to print off. And that's what they did. They just printed off a whack ton of bills. But it wasn't backed by anything. And so they just went, So over COVID, when and again, not just Canada, but other governments as well, print off billions of dollars and pump it into the economy, you then have to have other anti-inflationary measures to rein it back, right? Such as, just two other, such as allowing the Bank of Canada to hike interest rates or to sell bonds. Right? When the Bank of Canada sells bonds, GICs type thing, government-insured certificates, GICs. They are putting money, like taking money out of the economy, which drives inflation downward. But when the federal government says, no, you can't issue new GICs, the federal government is hamstringing the Bank of Canada, who's responsible for that. And now the government is ripping into the Bank of Canada because they're not controlling inflation. Again, this is just minor, like basic 101 stuff of economics. All right, so we're gonna rip into this one. We have a king high flush draw, so we're trying to avoid. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it. This is what it is. All right, we're out of that. That's good. Fine. Done for the day, as it were. All right, guys, that was fantastic. That was interesting. We had some news days. We had some fun. We are in for 5:39 today. We're out for a monster 24 cents. I have to have -6 here because that was... so that's going to be it. All right, we're going to try this again tomorrow. We're not doing very well today, but we're going to try it again tomorrow. So you guys enjoy. Have a great afternoon. Have a great day. Go out and enjoy the sun. I'm going to go sit and drink the rest of my PBR out on the balcony. Maybe I'll fall asleep and have a nap out there. I don't know. All right, we'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Later, guys.